So a few weeks ago we did a video sharing the things that I'm working on in my backswing. Today's video we're doing it for two reasons. Number one, I'm going to share the next phase of what I want to work on in the downswing. And number two, everybody asks us, how do I start the downswing? What is it? What do I need to feel? So we're going to answer that today and share with you a drill that helped me win a professional tournament and something that I'm going to be switching towards now to help me with my downswing. And now before we get into it, if you are new to the channel and you want to improve your game, make sure you hit that subscribe, leave any questions about your game down below and hit the like if this video is useful. So this is what I tend to do from the top of the backswing. I tend to be a little too quiet with the lower body when it comes to rotation. I have a good weight shift towards the target, but I'm a little closed sort of in transition. So when my lead arm gets parallel to the ground, my hips are a little closed. Now what you see from the best players in the world, when their lead arm is parallel to the ground in the downswing, you actually see their hips and knees very square to the target here by the time that lead arm is in that position. So what I want to add in is this element of rotation to actually open up the hips a little better in the downswing rather than just have this weight shift here. Helps me manage the club face a little bit better, helps me square the club face through the ball and just provides a little bit more consistency really. So when it comes to actually creating more rotation, what a lot of people focus on is they focus on clearing the left side out of the way. So okay, what I need to do is I need to rotate the left hip out of the way. Now, yes, we want to get this left hip out of the way, but how we get it there is really important. Now, we spoke to Rory McIlroy about this, and he says, Rory McIlroy, amazing hips through the golf ball, very, very open, a lot of speed. But interestingly enough, he said that he's a right-sided player. He feels everything on his right side. Tiger Woods said as well that when he wants to hit it harder, it feels like he really hits it with this right side. Now, think about this. I'll look at the front camera here. If I go to the top of the backswing, if I push with this right side and I push this way, it actually completely throws this left hip back here. So instead of actually thinking about the left side, this doesn't work for me either. What really helps is thinking about what we do from the right side. And this is something some of the best players work. They feel like they're firing this right side through the golf ball, which really helps them clear the left side out of the way. So even though sometimes this is what we want to clear, how we get there is very, very different, and this is what this drill actually does. So let's share with you what we're going to do.
I like the way you compared yourself to Rory McIlroy there, Andy.
Okay, so here's the drill. So swing to the top, and just quickly before I go into it, this drill was with my old golf coach, Dave Ridley, was in Coxmore in England, Coxmore Woods, and he would say, right, I want you to get to the top of the backswing, okay? Now notice when I'm at the top of the swing, the knees have sort of moved or rotated. So all he said, I want you to do from here, leave everything here, leave the arms here, but I want you to center the knees. So all I would do from the top of the backswing here was center the knees. So you can see now from the down the line, hips and knees are pretty square. But what this does, look at the difference between this one, when I just shift the weight. So I can shift the weight, but from the down the line, I haven't really created any rotation now. The knees and hips are a bit closed. So this was a great feeling because I really feel like I'm pushing off the right leg. I'm feeling that I'm creating some torque in the ground and really feel like I'm using the ground to create some speed and some power. But this is what we hear it so much. We need to get the lower body starting the downswing first, and how we use the ground is important. But this enabled me to feel how I use the ground. So I'll do that one more time. So swing to the top, nice turn. Now I'm gonna leave the arms up. I'm gonna center the knees. Two things happen. I get an element of shift and I start the rotation. So by the time I can get down to lead arm parallel, I'm going to be a lot squarer, and then I continue on. There's another little bit I'm going to add on actually. Ooh. After I've hit a couple of shots to this drill, because that helped me as well. I
think the thing with this is it's understanding that the good thing with this is Andy's showing you what he needs in his golf swing, which would help a lot of you watching this as well. He's also giving you a few ideas on some feels as well. Everyone feels things differently, but he's obviously giving you what you need. So if you can work towards what you need, and then hopefully you can find your own feel if it isn't the same as Andy's.
So I'm really going to feel like I get those knees centered. I feel like I've got to get my body, you know, waking up here. So to do it, I can't. Do you know what the interesting? I can't do this soft because I feel like I've got to engage that lower body.
It's interesting.
I feel like well, I probably could do it soft, but I feel like to do it, I've got to.
Yeah. What are you doing when you're doing that? Tell me what you're doing there. What's the feel? You got your hand on your right hip.
Yeah, I just feel like I'm just trying to feel what this lower body's doing. So I can really feel now. Look at the right knee. I'm pushing this way. I'm pushing back with the right foot to enable the good thing about this as well is that in order to get the knee centered, I've got to push this way. And when I push this way, this is what drives this forward and drives that back. So I'm just getting a sense of that ground really.
So you're feeling the right foot is actually pushing forward towards this front on camera here.
Normally I'm pushing
laterally
that way, this way.
Yeah.
Now I'm going this way as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm creating some different feeling in the ground.
Okay, let us know that makes sense in the comments, but yeah, that was good. That was a good shot. That was a beautiful shot.
Really
slightly lower ball flight actually.
It was. I really felt like I got through that one.
If you look at the shot, it looks like it was just one line.
Yeah.
And obviously that was dead straight. 96.7, carry 184. Yeah, that's the difference with the ball flight.
The next part of this drill, which I definitely need to feel as well. So what we do is we go, right, I'm gonna swing to the top, I'm gonna center the knees. So I'll do this now.
Yeah.
Swing to the top, center the knees, yeah? Then I'm just gonna let my arms drop here. And then from here, really everything feels now from here. We then place the club on the hips and go, right, we're in this square position now, the club is on the hips. I want you to really feel as if we can square it up now. So we go, right, we've centered the knees. From here now, bang. So really feeling the club face is going to get sort of square to that ball.
And if you look at it there, so actually, I mean, you can see, just do that again, let's see if I can get it better here. Yeah. It's almost like the face is, through your eyes.
It's hitting the ball square.
It's hitting the ball square.
So this is the next part. So it's like, okay, this is the way I practice it. I go center, lower here, and then really feel as if I can rotate through, very level. David used to talk about being level, not sort of this way, getting levels and finishing very horizontal with the club.
I didn't see that, sorry. Was it any good?
Nice. Yeah, much lower flight. Again, that's one of those
really
straight ones.
96.2, yeah, 170 carry. So look, it is definitely a little faster.
Biggest thing that I like about this though, of what it'll do for me really, yes, it might be a little bit faster, but the biggest thing it'll help me do is as I'm creating more rotation, I'll just get less flippy with the hands.
Yeah.
The better I can be here, the more passive and the more together I am. You know, the more everything can work more together rather than if I get a little this way, I tend to flip a little bit here. Club face doesn't close this way, but I can just get a little flippy with the hands. So encouraging the body to work just makes things a little bit more consistent with the face. Okay guys, so there you have it. That is exactly what I'm going to be working on within my downswing. Hopefully that helps you. Let us know if you've got any questions about that down below in the comments. And if you haven't checked out our free coaching series, 5 shots lower, completely free, click there and we'll see you again soon.